All right, welcome back to the channel. We're here with another video, and I just want to get straight into it as usual. And I appreciate everybody for being here. I just wanted to let you know that just by you guys being here, watching these videos consistently, just shows a lot about what you're trying to accomplish and what you want to do with your life. And basically, the same thing that I'm doing by watching all these other people's content is trying to build up to be a better version of myself. And from you guys watching my videos, you guys are in turn doing the same exact thing. And a lot of my knowledge I've gained from books, I've gained from experience, I've gained from videos, and I just, yeah, I've learned a lot. All right. So let's get into it. This video is going to be just as important, as very serious as all the other videos. Every one of my videos is going to be very deep. So this video is about association. Who you decide to associate yourself with, from family members to friends to even co-workers. This is very important, a very deep topic. The reason why this is very important, I want to say one thing before I get into it. You know how they always say, right? On the plane, they always tell you to put your mask on first before you decide to before you decide to help everybody else, right? You got to put the mask on yourself before you can help everybody else. Because if you put the mask on the next person, you're going to pass out, you're going to die, and you won't be here to help or do nothing. So in order for you to be good for everybody else, you have to make sure you're good by putting the mask on yourself first. The reason why I said that is I'm pushing this right here. So this is self-love. I have a self-love shirt that I want you guys, if you guys are interested, to go check it out. It's on my website. I'm going to have it for sale, and I'm going to put a discount code in the description, and you guys could go there and take advantage of that. But self-love is very important. And the reason why self-love is so important is because when you start to love yourself on a whole different level, just prepare yourself for this. When you start doing the work, when you start going on this journey of becoming a better version of yourself, I just hope you know that not everybody that's around you is going to still be there. I'm going to say that again. When you go on this journey and you decide to go on this path up for yourself to be a better version of you, not everybody is going to go on this journey with you. So all the people that you thought was like the best and they were amazing and stuff like that, people that you always wanted to spend time with, be around, now that you're doing these work on yourself, right? You start healing from your past. You start making better decisions. You start eating healthier. You start working out. You start changing stuff to be a better version of you. You got to understand that the people that you associate yourself with, the friends that you have, the family members you have, they might discourage you. They might discourage you from actually doing it. They might say things like, why are you doing that? Oh my God, you changed. Ever since you did this, you started doing this. And they're going to be trying to make you feel bad for doing the right thing for yourself, right? But let me tell you something. A genuine good friend, a real genuine good friend was going to be there for your journeys, right? Especially if they see that you're trying to go on the right direction, right? You're doing the right thing. It's not like you're saying, yo, I'm about to go rob this bank and I'm going to go kill people. You're saying, I'm going to change my eating habit. I'm going to watch what I'm consuming, right? From music to videos to everything. You're going to be more mindful of what you're taking into your body mentally and physically, right? But if if you have a friend that try to discourage you from that, if there's a friend that try to make you feel bad for doing that, it's because they haven't worked through their problems yet, right? And because they're not on the journey that you're on, and that's okay. It's okay for people to outgrow each other, right? We could be friends for 10 years, but it's okay if I decide to make changes for myself and you decide not to make changes. I'm not going to look down on you and think I'm better than you. But the problem is that friend is going to think you're better than them. So even if you're not acting like you're better than that friend, they're going to say to themselves, yo, he think he better than me ever since he started being vegan and he stopped drinking alcohol. So then he's going to say, He thinks he's better than us, right? He's acting like he's better than us. But in all actuality, it's because of your own insecurities, right? This is where insecurity, that video is so powerful. When you have so much insecurity within yourself, right? When you're around your friends and you see them trying to grow, try to be better versions of them, it's like it makes you self-reflect on you, right? So if you had a fat friend, both friends are fat, we outside drinking, eating everything, right? We're good because we're supporting each other, we're there for each other on this path that we're going on, right? Of being unhealthy. Now, the moment one of them decide, you know what? I'm tired of feeling sluggish. I'm tired of my doctor telling me I'm overweight. I'm tired of being slightly diabetes and have all these problems, right? I don't want to feel like this and be like this anymore. So I'm going to make changes to be a better version of me. I'm going to change my diet. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to work out. I'm going to start doing things to lose this weight. Now, the other friend that still want to go on that path, there's a possibility they might look at you and be like, yo, ever since you started eating right, you think you're better than us. Ever since you started changing your what you do in life, right? Ever since you started changing that, you don't hang out with us anymore, you know? And that's really not your friend. The reason why I say that's not really your friend is because this person didn't respect your journey, right? And they didn't respect what you was doing for yourself to be a better version of you. Like if you're doing something and it's not going down a path of destruction, right? A path of harming other people or doing anything like crazy where you could get other people in trouble, why would they try to discourage you from that? You have to think to yourself, if you're trying to do things to better yourself and your friends, your associate, your family members, whoever it is trying to discourage you from going on that journey and that path, you have to think to yourself, why are they doing that? There's a reason why that saying that says misery love company. That saying exists for a reason, because a person that is into bad stuff, they want people around them that's into bad stuff too, because it fuels them to make them keep doing what they're doing, and then they won't feel bad about what they're doing, right? If I'm eating poorly and you're eating poorly, we're over here, it's fine. But the moment you start eating salads, you start, oh, look at you, you're trying to lose weight, you start cracking jokes on a person, start making fun of them for doing something that's beneficial for them, right? And this is why I say you gotta be mindful of your friends and your family members, because even your associates, because they can discourage you and stop you from doing something that's beneficial and great for you. Now, another thing that I think that is very big is having friends that is this is gonna be deep. Having friends that love you and care for you the same way they do in front of you, behind your back. I'm gonna say that again. Having friends and family members that's in your circle that love on you and be with you like this in front of you and can be the same way behind your back. Because you have some friends that would add you on social media, be close to you, and they'll do this just to be close to you so they can have information on you, right? So they'll see you post a picture and they'll be like, oh, girl, I love your outfit, la, 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 right? They will say that to you in front of your face. But then when they go talk to their other friends, they will say, hey, can you believe she wore that dress outside? Why would she wear that outside? Yo, she look mad tacky. What the colors she put together, why would she do that? Like, that's what she would do. But in front of your face, she's like your best friend, right? And this is where the integrity part comes in. Is because it's not about how a person is when they're with you. It's about how the person is, period, right? Because the person could be with you this way in front of you, but then when they're not with you, they're a totally different person. They're acting totally different. They're talking smack about you. They're putting you down. But they would never tell you to your face that you should never wear that. They would never tell you to your face, you shouldn't eat that. You shouldn't drink that. You shouldn't do this. Because that's what a true friend does. They would tell you things that hurt your feelings. Constructive criticism, right? They would tell you things that hurt your feelings, even if it hurts your feelings, because they know that it's beneficial for you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? But when you see your friends sit by and let you go down the path of destruction, and they're just sitting there watching you, just know that that's not really your friend. Because if they're going to strangers and telling strangers about you and what you're doing that's wrong, and they can't tell you, I mean, you might need to start looking for new friends, because you don't need them to tell everybody else. I need you to tell me what I'm doing wrong. I need you to tell me what I need to work on, because you telling everybody else is not going to fix the problem. You're telling Jill about me, but I don't know about what's going on with me, right? But you're the closest person to me. So wouldn't it make sense if you came to me instead and told me, yo, Jay, you need to do this, or Jay, you need to change that, or Jay, you need to stop doing that? Even if it hurts my feelings, it breaks my heart, it makes me sad, it makes me depressed in the moment, you do it. You do it. Because that's what a true friend does. You don't go behind your friend's back and talk smack. Like for me, anything that I could say in front of my friends, anything I could say behind my friend's back, I could say it in front of their face. Or I've said it in front of their face and behind their back. Same thing, right? Because for me, it's like, if I say, yo, you're getting out of shape, I can say it to your face. Yo, you're getting out of shape. Bro, you need to do something. And this is one thing with my friends. There's a lot of people stop being my friends because they say I'm too truthful. They don't want to self-reflect on themselves and what they have done. So they rather not tell me the things that they're doing. They rather just keep it a secret, because they know, regardless of me being a man, if something is wrong, I'm going to tell you, bro, you're wrong for that. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of friends that I have or had before, they rather not tell me nothing. They would tell me straight up, I'd rather not tell you nothing, Jermaine, because you're going to make me think about what I'm doing and make me self-reflect. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what real friends do. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things I'm thinking about right now, and I want to say it in the right context, right? It's not about how a person only treats you when everything is good, right? You got to pay attention to how a person treats you even when things are bad, right? That's the time you pay attention the most. Because anybody could be good with you when everything is going good, but it's how that person acts when they're mad is what you need to pay attention to, right? And a lot of times it don't have to be with you. It could be with how they treat the other person when they're mad. So you could be a friend of a friend of a friend, 3 friends, right? And now these 2 friends are not getting along. This friend is coming to you talking smack about this friend, and they're doing it vice versa. But you're cool with both of them. The best bet is saying, I'm not getting involved in that. Don't get me involved in that. Whatever's going on between y'all is y'all. The problem that you had with her, I didn't have that problem with her. And the problem that you have with her, I never had a problem with her. So guess what? I'm not going to make, because of what you went through with this person. You're like, what you went through, you're not going to push your agenda onto me where I start projecting the same energy onto that person. I'm not going to do that. I never had this problem with this person, so I'm not going to do that with this person. I never had this problem with you, so I'm not going to do this with you. I'm going to be good with you. I'm going to be good with this person. If you guys can't figure it out, that's on y'all. I'm going to try my best to tell y'all you need to work it out and fix it, but don't try to push your feelings onto me and let me think and try to make me feel and do what you do. We're not doing that. But this is why I say you need to pay attention to how, when they're beefing, when they're having problems, how they treat each other, because you're no different from the other friend. You guys are good right now, but the moment something goes wrong, that person would treat you probably similar, exact way, or probably even worse than how they treated that friend. You get what I'm saying? Like for me, if I had a falling out with a friend, I didn't start treating him like crap, start putting him down, all that stuff. I don't do that. And I do go out my way to embarrass him and all those things. I don't do those things. If we outgrew each other, we're not friends anymore, we're not close anymore, that's all it is. You go your way, I go my way, but I still can say, yo, now that was my boy right there, man. We was mad cool. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not going to sit there and just go all out and do everything in my powers to make your life a living hell, because that's when you know you're on a whole different path. You're on a whole different level of mentality. You know what I'm saying? So it's not only about the way somebody treats you when things are going good. It's a lot has to do with how they treat you when things are going bad. If they're going to be there for you when things are going bad, if they're going to support you when things are going bad. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't. Once they see you start falling and tripping and falling on your face, they're the first to walk away and turn their back. And that's when you know who's really, truly your real friends. And this is why I say you have to be mindful of who you have as your friends. Because even if you've been friends with somebody for years, that don't mean they're really your good friend. It's possible that a friend can be with friend with somebody for 15 years and another person can be a friend with for 2 years. And that 2 year friendship could be stronger and better than the 15 years. Because the 15-year one is y'all just been going through life, not being honest with each other, gossiping about people, not dealing with your problems, ignoring your problems, and just pretending like nothing's going on, right? But these two over here now, there's 2 years that they've been friends. They've been truthful and brutally honest with each other. Girl, you should have never did that. Man, you should have never done that. You should have, like, they hold each other accountable, and it's like they have their little, they butt heads a little bit, right? But at some point they start to realize, like, oh, what you're saying makes sense. You know what? You're right. Let me start making changes to stop that. But the other two over here, right? These two that have been friends for 15 years, you're not going to get that. Because one is saying to themselves, I can't tell her nothing. Because if I tell her something, she's going to get offended. She's going to get mad. We're not going to talk. I'm not trying to go through that. Right? And then the other one's going to say, I can't tell her nothing. Because every time I tell her something, she thinks I'm hating on her. She thinks I'm pretending like I'm better than her. So I don't tell her nothing neither. So it's like the 15-year-old friendship is not good. 15 years, it's not good. Because they can't even be honest with each other. They can't even tell each other the truth. They have to hold that in or tell somebody else. They're telling other friends that's not even that close to that friend the problems that this friend have, the problems that they need to work on, but they won't tell the actual friend. And that's not a good friendship. You want that genuine, good friendship that you can say, you know what? I trust this person. I don't mind talking to this person about anything that I'm trying to do, the path that I'm trying to go on. Because I know this person's not going to discourage me. They're going to make me feel, they're going to help me. They're going to steer me in the right direction. If I'm thinking about going in the wrong direction, they're going to be there for me. And that's what you want. You want friends that's really going to know, have your best interests at heart, right? The friends that's going to, even if it's something that they wouldn't do, if they realize it's beneficial and it's going to be good for you to do, they're going to still push you to do it. If they realize that you are getting out of shape or you're putting on weight, they're going to tell you you're getting out of shape. You need to get yourself together. If they realize that you're over drinking, you're drinking too much, you're doing too much, they're going to tell you might want to calm down with the drinking. Chill out, right? If you're sitting there missing work all the time, calling out, they're going to tell you need to go to work because they're going to fire you if you don't. Like that's what friends do. Friends tell you, and when your friends talk to you about stuff that's beneficial, don't give them attitude. I mean, I would say don't be disrespectful, right? Of course, you could be argument, like you can have a debate about what y'all talking about, right? There's nothing wrong with healthy debates, right? But when it comes to start being disrespectful and hitting below the belt and all that stuff, that's where the problem comes in. Because that friend is going to look at you and say, you know what? I won't say nothing next time. And that's where everybody just hit that fork and everybody just split. Because the friend is trying to talk to you about something and then you tell them go screw yourself and you tell them about their mother or their father or whosoever you tell them about and then they just go like this. It splits and then everybody go their own direction. And then from that moment, that friend is like, you know what, going forward, I'm not saying nothing no more. And everything changes. But you think everything is the same, but it's not. Everything changes because that friend is like, yo, I'm not putting myself to that situation anymore. Because the last time I spoke to her, the last time I spoke to him, the last time I told him to do something, it didn't end well. It started an argument. It started a big fight. Not going through that again, right? So, once again, still don't want to make this video too long. It's just I wanted to just run through a couple scenarios. I want to talk about a couple things because I really want people to really realize like, yo, the person you decide to have as your friend, the person that you decide to have close to you can really, really alter your mindset for the worse. They can really discourage you from being the best version of you, and they can stop your growth. If what you know you're doing is the right thing Even if the other person is trying to convince you not to do it, do it. If you know it's the right thing and you know it's not going to harm anybody else, even if it's something that you know it's hard and this person is going to be hurt by it, but you know you have to do it to stop hurting yourself, you got to do it. You got to do it. This is why this shirt is so powerful, self-love. Because once you realize how much you love yourself, once you do the work on yourself, it's amazing. It's amazing the amount of changes you make within a year. And you're like, wow, a year ago, you could have never told me that I was going to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? But because when you get in that path of self-love, you start realizing certain things, you start noticing certain things, you start stopping certain things, you start changing certain things, you start doing certain things that you never did before. And you're like, wow, how did I not see this before? Wow, how didn't I look at this before like this? It's because it wasn't your time to really, you wasn't on that path to grow mentally yet. But now that you're on that path, you're starting to see certain things. You're starting to do certain things differently. And please, not because you're doing that, it doesn't make you a bad person, and it doesn't make you it's not that you're better than the next person, right? You're just doing what's best for you. The mask on your face, you got to do what's best for you, right? You got to take care of you to make sure you're good for everybody else, right? You can't be good for your friend, family members, and all these people if you're not good. You got to make sure you're watching these positive things all the time to fill your cup, right? So when people come, you could go like this. Spill a little in his cup, spill a little in his cup, spill a little in his cup. When you look at your cup, you still have a lot left in there because you built yourself up to have so much that you can pour into other people and help them out, right? But if you just kept pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring, and you didn't build back up, or you didn't have anybody to pour back into you, if you don't have people to pour back into you, that is a problem. Yo, it's like I'm ready to go off again. You know what? I'm going to end the video here. If you guys want longer videos, please let me know, because I realize that when I start talking, I get into this mindset of just keep going. And it's not like I plan these things out of what exactly I'm going to say. It just comes to me while the video is going. And it just shows to me that I really do have a fervor for this. And I really do enjoy it, because when I'm talking to you guys, I'm very passionate about it. And it's like, sheesh. All right, make sure you go on the website. The website is www.allindesigns.shop. Check out the website. I have my clothing line on there. I didn't want to promote it in the beginning too much. I wanted to talk about it at the end. So if you are at the end of the video, right? If you are at the end of the video, I am going to put this shirt on the website, which is there already. And I'm going to give you guys a discount code. So if you guys want to purchase the shirts, just go on there and support the brand. And just know that every single clothing that I'm making, it has a powerful meaning behind it. Just like all these videos have powerful meanings behind them. My clothing line is the same thing, powerful meanings behind them. Remain humble, men's lives matter, self-love. I'm coming out with one that says I'm not trying to blend in. I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff, and every single one of them has a significant story behind it. And one of these days, I guess, if anything, I will show each piece and tell you how the idea came about and explain the whole thing, how it came to fruition. All right, so you already know what it is. It's all in design. It's all in designs? No, it's Relationship 101 with Jay. You already know what it is. Peace.